I'd film in a different location in front of my flag with the nice lights in the corner. And to prove, look at this, I'm so excited, so proud of myself. It's daytime right now. Like, it's literally daytime. Barely. It's like 7 o'clock or something. But it's better than nothing. I film at like 10 p.m. every single day, so I thought I'd be productive and film when there's daylight outside. So me and my friend Carrie went to Starbucks yesterday after the beach. We came across like 4 weird encounters, 4 more encounters that I ever encounter. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but nothing weird ever really happens. We went to a different Starbucks, kind of in like the sketchier part of town, and we just like sat outside, and then these things happen. So let me tell you. So the first encounter, we were sitting in front of Starbucks at a little table, and then in the parking lot, like a little bit further from us, was this couple, and the lady was in the car and then the man was outside, and they just started like yelling and just like cussing each other out like crazy. Like, I could not make out what they were saying. All I could hear was they were like, "You motherfucker," all this, like just cussing each other out like crazy. I do recall her saying like, "You can't do that shit to me," like blah 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 blah. So they might have been like, he might have like cheated on her or something, but they were like just cussing and yelling like crazy loud across the parking lot for like 10 minutes, maybe even like 15 or something like that. And everyone else was just kind of like, what the heck? So we were like trying to like look at them, like trying to like make out like what was happening. We were so confused though. And so then after a little bit of like trying to make out what they said, we were just like, whatever, we give up. And then they started getting louder, and then this like businesswoman is like walking into Starbucks, and then she kind of looks at us and she's like, what the, and we're just like, we don't know, like we're confused here. She just starts laughing, and we're all just laughing, and it was weird, but it was really funny. So that's the first thing that happened. Then a little bit later, an older black man came up to us, and he was like, "Y'all are really beautiful." And we're like, "Thank you." And then he like kind of comes a little closer and looks at us and is like, "Y'all must get that from your mothers." And we're like, "Yeah, yeah, definitely." And he's like, "Y'all have a good day." And we're like, "You too." And then he walks into Starbucks and he like greets all the people. So we're like, he was a nice man. It was just like a little creepy and like weird, like what the heck. So after the man went to Starbucks and got his coffee or whatever, when he came out, he like looked at us as he was walking, like when he was leaving, and he was like, "Y'all keep saying beautiful." And we're like, "We will, thank you." Like, what does that even mean? Like, you can't just like tell someone to like stay beautiful. Like, I'm just gonna become Britney Spears, shave off all my hair, and just like turn crazy and look ugly? That's not really how it works. You can't just like stop like looking beautiful. What the heck? I don't know. That was really weird. So then a little bit later, there was a black woman like down from us, and I think there was like someone in her car or something, and she was cussing him out too, yelling and cussing just like the couple or whatever, like mad at him, like, "You can't," like, I think he was like smoking pot in her car or something, I don't know. She's like, "You can't smoke that in my car with like the windows rolled up, like what are you doing, blah blah blah." So I don't know what that was about. That was weird. But then later, another black man came up to us, and I forget exactly what he said, but I'm pretty sure he said, "Y'all are really beautiful as well." Like, 2 black men came up to us and said that we were beautiful, and we're just like, okay, this is just like, what was that? I have no idea. They weren't catcalling us because they didn't say anything like sexual, which is nice. They just said that we were beautiful, but it's just like a little weird, and you know, I'm not really feeling comfortable about this. Just leave us be, let us have our coffee and talk. You know? And for the first like 30 minutes of us like just sitting outside, there was like this maybe 60-year-old man or whatever sitting behind Carrie, and Carrie was sitting in front of me, so you know, the person was technically sitting in front of me, like looking at us. He had his sunglasses on, and he didn't have any coffee, but he just like kind of sat there like he was waiting for his coffee, and then he like went inside like he was going to get something, but then he came back like empty-handed, and then just like sat back down, and he kept getting like on his phone and like putting it up to his ear like he was talking to somebody, but he was never actually talking to anybody. Like, he just had the phone up to his ear but never actually said anything. So that was a little strange. And I could just tell that he was like listening to our conversations like for 30 minutes or something. And I was just kind of like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you just sitting there? Like, I'm fine if someone just like sits outside in Starbucks. Like, that doesn't matter. But don't like stare at us for like what? Why? I don't know. the moral of the story is that I'm never going to that Starbucks again. Well, I might, like, the inside of it is nice, just like the outside area not so much. But maybe if I do go again, I'll go with somebody. I would never go there alone, even though I have pepper spray because I'm a smart, prepared girl. Yes. The reason I never tell stories or have story times is because I always forget about the story, number one, and number two, I don't like elaborate very much when I'm telling stories because I always like forget like these little details, and then afterwards I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to tell this part. Oh wait, I forgot to tell that part. And then those stories are just never entertaining when I tell them. But I just thought it would be a funny video. Not really funny. I just thought it would be a nice idea to tell you about my story. So yes. Yes. So that's that. I guess I'll just see you guys tomorrow, and maybe I'll be a good girl and film when it's daylight again. How nice would that be? Yes. So, see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
If I retreat, words, wars, and symphonies make room.
I don't think I like this background very much. It's kind of orange, I think, because of the lights being on. Let's see what it looks like without the lights on. That is much better. Too late now.